Hey guys, blessing here. Good evening, everyone. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for waiting. I see a few people already. Moniego Danger, good to see you. Sambi Ogele, Taurus, Egbe Love, good evening and welcome to everybody here. Please go ahead, share this video. Let us have more people tune in. Share it on Facebook, on WhatsApp, and in your various social media platforms and communities. Let us have more people join before we get right into it. All right, you guys. So we are going to be quick with this one. Well, I think the video is going to be quite long, but we are just going to try to get into it as quickly as possible because it's really late right now. It's 11:32 p.m., but we have luck on our side because it's Friday night, so most people are free tomorrow. Well, we are going to be reading out the social media verdict. We are not in court yet, so this is not an actual court. This is actually like a real life court. Like, it's not legal, it's not official, but it is a community court, if we can put it that way, because we are the ones who see what is going on every single day. The lawyers don't see what is happening. The judge doesn't really see or isn't going to see like day-to-day activities of these people, but we are observers, we are, the viewers and all of that. So I think that our observations actually count a lot. Okay. So before we read out the verdict and tell us where we stand, I think it would be nice to show us a video of how this whole challenge came about. Yeah. Well, in case you're here for the first time, you're here on my channel and you don't even know what this thingy is all about, like social media verdict on what? So basically, we have two women here, beautiful women, Lolo and Monica, and these ladies, like, I just don't know, okay? But now I think I know, and now I think a lot of people know. Now I think we have better insight because one of them would say something, and the other one would say something similar, like they look like they've been in competition. This one feels like she's better than the other one, and the other one believes that, look, I am better than you, I beat you up hands down, so they are always doing this verbal competition of, no, I'm better, and so it's been on and on and on. And eventually, somehow, we did an experiment. And what's the better way to really get facts, to get proof of reality, than really carrying out a test, an experiment, a social experiment? And that is what this whole challenge is all about, to really see, okay, what is the real situation? It's not just about bragging. It's not just about what you'd like to be your reality, but what really is the reality. So we kind of like did this challenge, that these two women would just do their neutral, normal videos without mentioning each other's name, because this one believes that people only watch you when you mention my name. The other one believes that, well, the reason people even come to your page is when you want to talk saga about me, and of course people like gist, so they are going to come to you. So both of them are always saying that. And then one of them suggested that, okay, let's do this challenge, and you're going to fail because no one is going to watch you. So the other one said, let's bring it on, let's do it. I'm confident in myself, I know what I bring to the table, let's take it away. And like play, oh, we did the challenge. And well, what are we going to be reading out today? I know it's quite late right now, but we are going to try to push forward. We are going to be reading two things out. The first one we are going to be reading out, and I think it's something everybody already knows now, is who cannot do without the other person? Who cannot survive on social media without the other person? Who cannot create content that is going to be appealing? This guy, he slept at 5 p.m., woke up at 11 p.m. So I have to deal with him now. So who cannot create content that is appealing to their audience without having to mention the other person's name? So that is like the first part of the challenge. Who can survive an entire week? A week to me looks quite short. It looks like, okay, it's just 7 days. But to some people, it's really, really long if you don't have the chance or you're not able to mention the other person's name. It's really long. Make sure you get check busy. You go. Okay, so well, we got that first part right. Well, within 24 hours, we already saw that one of them like cannot even survive 24 hours. So that one is quite simple. But the other part of the verdict that we are going to be reading out today is even with or without mentioning the other person's name. So one was still mentioning and the other one was not mentioning. So we still were able to tally the views or the viewers. We didn't count views, we counted viewers. So these women usually like regularly go live, and of course we would have live viewers, so it's not like they upload pre-recorded videos. We didn't like count all the pre-recorded videos that they uploaded. We only focused on the live streams. So we kind of like looked at how many people are watching them at a point in time when they are live, while they are live. And before we get into that part, because I don't think a lot of people know the result of that yet. So maybe Lolo gained more viewers than Monica. Maybe Monica gained more viewers than Lolo. We are going to find out very soon. But before we go there, I would like to thank a few people. The first one I want to thank is Odio Kate. Of course, she volunteered. We needed someone to really come in and do that side of the job, and she really did that. You know, she really brought that spice. She really took the news out there and made people aware of what was going on and gave it her own touch. I want to thank her so much for, you know, the enthusiasm to do what she did. I also really want to thank Nelly Black and Agnes. They did exceptionally well in really reporting, like giving us real-time data of, okay, this is happening, this is what this person is talking about, she's doing saga, this is happening, this is what this person is talking about, she's not doing saga, she's just doing a normal topic, and this is how many people are watching her. So they really gave us those info and data to help us really get to the conclusion that we are going to be announcing in a moment. Okay. And apart from these two people, I also want to thank those people who sent us messages inbox. Yeah, because a few people are maybe not very comfortable with posting stuff like that because they want to stay out of it or they want to stay neutral. So they sent us links and, you know, screenshots. Thank you all so very much for making this possible. Okay, I know I'm ranting on and on and on, and you guys just want to hear who won. We are gonna get to that. We're gonna take it one step at a time. I have to be honest with you guys. Now I really have to take it slow. I have to be honest with you guys. Earlier today, like when I woke up this morning, I knew that I was going to do this video. And I told myself, is it just going to be about announcing who won and then, yay, you won, congratulations, so you don't win, no, and then what? And then we go back to where we are coming from. And I'm like, that would mean that we have been fruitlessly busy this whole week. That would mean that we have really not achieved anything. What would give me, and I believe many viewers, many of you guys, more satisfaction would be for us to continue in this path. Yeah. And I know it might be tough because not everyone has participated. Both parties have been doing their own thing, fine and good. But I think it would be very useless if it just ends here today. If we just say, okay, this one has won, and it just ends here and we go back to saga. I think we should be part of change. We should be the creators of a revolution. Like, something should change on social media. And I think we all have the power to do so. And I know we cannot do it without both Monica and Lolo, but they have to be willing. You can't force them. They are women of their own. They have their own platforms, their own bosses. We cannot tell them what to do or how to behave or the kind of content they should bring forward. But at the end of the day, if they are willing, we can really carry forth like this. We can really, they can help us to stop embarrassing us on social media. We can focus on other things. We can focus on real life issues. We can focus on teaching people, helping people to get better, really improve and helping people to improve on themselves, on their lives, changing lives, and not just saga and just trying to entertain people and just being a nuisance on social media. And like I said, I think we should all be part of it. We can read those results today, but I would really want to beseech each and every one of us to treat it with respect, to treat whoever loses with respect also. Let us not let this become the new saga, a new trend of saga that, okay, now we now start fighting because this one said you don't lose, oh, then their followers will start fighting back and everything, everywhere goes crazy again. Then we would also be part of the problem. So I would really want to ask us to please be mature with this thing. This is a social experiment, like I said, and it has really opened, or it's going to open our eyes once we see the results, as to, okay, where we are as people. But at the end of the day in life, some people win, some people lose. It's part of life. So if you have lost this challenge, that doesn't mean you suck. That just means maybe you have to reprogram. You have to maybe take a step backwards again and really ask yourself some intricate questions. I said this before, like, why am I here? What change am I making? Am I touching lives? Am I just repeating myself, coming back over and over and over again on social media to complain about the same person over and over and over again, trying to convince people that this person is bad over and over and over again? Like, okay, so I think it should just be like a moment of self-reflection when we read these results. But please, viewers and commenters, don't use these results to go about bullying anybody. Please, so that we don't worsen the situation. Like, if you notice in the past like 2-3 days, things have become a bit calmer. Yeah, things have become a bit normal. Like, people are trying to get their senses back. So let's not spoil it for everybody. Otherwise, everything we've done in this week would just be useless. All the work Nelly Black and Agnes have put into it, ODL Kate, myself, and a few other commenters and viewers, it would just be useless if we would start another trend of saga coming out of this video. So also the commenters, I'm going to be reading comments very soon. Please let us also keep it respectful in the comments. This is not supposed to become a hate video. I wouldn't want it to be a video turned against one person. It should just be a very, very fair and balanced video. Yeah, I think we should just start. Yeah, I'm just trying to kind of like put our minds back to, okay, I know the teams, both teams, this one wants to hear and that one wants to hear and they want to jubilate. It's normal. But let's remember that we did this for a purpose. Yeah, and we are heading somewhere. And if we can continue in this direction, things will start to get normalized again. It's not going to take maybe a day or two or a week, but as time goes on, you know, we'll start getting there. So I just want to quickly show us the video of how this whole challenge started.
If you not talk my matter, come put life for ground. Nobody they watch you. Or you want us to start keeping record. For 1 week, try it, don't talk about me. For 1 week, let them keep record and see how many views you get. Nobody go watch you. Nobody they come by. I challenge you to try it. For 1 week, don't talk to me direct or indirect and see if you can survive.
Okay, so this happened exactly 1 week ago. Madam Lolo that you just watched here challenged her ex-friend not to talk to her directly or indirectly on any of her videos, and let's see if anyone is going to come and watch you. And the lady in question, Monica, she accepted the challenge and she didn't talk about Lolo the entire week. Not directly, not indirectly, and we were all watching her. Like we were watching her. It's like Big Brother, social media, Big Brother. Like she was just doing her thing, and she knows people are watching, and we were really watching. And Lola said, "Let's see if you will survive it." Well, it's a week further, and she actually survived it with flying colors. She did well. She did absolutely well. And I think a lot of viewers out here can agree with me that, I mean, I know a lot of people would have been surprised. And why I feel like she did well is not just because she didn't mention that woman's name. No, that's not even why, because anyone can just decide. It takes discipline to just say, look, I'm never going to mention your name with or without a challenge. But that is not why I think she did well. Why I think she did exceptionally well is because this same woman who called for the challenge didn't keep her side of the bargain. She didn't uphold her own word. She didn't keep to what we agreed. She didn't keep to the terms of the challenge. Less than 24 hours after the challenge commenced, she already started to mention the name of the other person. And not just mention like, okay, just talking about the other person, but also insulting, calling names, doing saga. Even she put up, oh my God, I'm going to show you guys that picture very soon. Or let me just show you now. You guys should just drop me your comments in the meantime. Let me know what you think. She even put up this thumbnail, you know, in one of her videos. So you can imagine how difficult it must have been for the other person to know that, okay, I'm supposed to be in a challenge with this lady, and here she is still dragging me, and I don't talk. Like, I just pretend like I'm not hearing her, I'm not listening to her, and I'm not responding. For me, that is really applaudable. Like, you guys can imagine how tough it should have been to know that, okay, this is cheating. You called for a challenge. I am doing the challenge. You are breaking all the rules and terms of the challenge, and you are dragging me, and I don't get to say anything. So for me, that is just really commendable, and that I really applaud. Like, it's not easy, but she pulled it off. A whole week, she survived. She survived. She didn't mention her directly or indirectly, and people still came out to watch her in their numbers. Okay. So, anyway, that challenge started with the help of everyone, all the stakeholders involved. And less than 24 hours, like I said, into the challenge, like we were like, okay, everyone was get up for it. We were excited, like, okay, let's see what's going to happen. Let's see the first person who would do a video and start to mention the other person. And surprisingly, it's the same person who called for the challenge that broke the challenge. Let's listen to her very first live video. By the way, let me say this. Okay, I don't know. Like, this is a bit tough for me because I want to take things calmly, but I will also try to be as honest as I've always been in my videos. So let me just drop one little mini conclusion here, and that is most of the things Lolo says stem out of just bragging. Yeah, just bragging. Like, when she called for that challenge, she didn't expect that anyone would do anything with it. She didn't expect that anyone would say, okay, let's do it. She was just there doing her usual thing, trying to tell people, trying to convince people that, look, this woman, you can't do without me. But now that it has happened that, okay, that is not true, I don't think she's going to say that in another video, that the woman cannot do without her, because now it has been proven in reality that the woman can actually do without her. So that bragging right already died today now, officially, with this video. Yeah. And the clip I want to show you guys is the clip of Lolo. The next day, like the day the challenge started, actually, the 1st of October, Friday, last Friday, the very first video she did, she was actually watching Monica in the video. Like, okay, let's just watch the video.
Do you people know that? Oh, thanks, love, thanks. Do you know that this place she's doing steps so is outside the apartment where they live? Do you guys know that? It's not part of the house. So it's not part of the house where they live. It's the step to enter. You understand? So don't get it twisted. Like, oh, big ass. No.
Okay, you guys. So this is, I don't even know. Sometimes I'm just like short of words. Like, so here she is analyzing Monica's video, and she's really watching that video, watching Monica's house with so much tension. You can see the eyes watching on the phone, and then telling people that, look, don't get it twisted though. That step you see is not part of their house, so it's outside. And I said something similar last week that, okay, let's just say the step is outside. Does it now make your own house bigger? What does it change? Why are you always trying so hard for people to just see that maybe you and this woman are on the same level, or she's not doing better than you? That's what I feel like Lolo is always trying to do in most of her videos. Whenever she talks about Monica, she is really busy trying to show people that, look, this woman, she no pass me. Oh. Her house no big pass my own. Oh. You understand? So here she is watching the other lady's video on her own live stream and telling them that, look, oh, analyzing that person's house. And I'm like, this person, you people hate each other. You even said in one of your recent videos that if she passes your street, you're going to boil water and pour on her head. This is not the kind of person you want to see in the morning. But you're watching her video. Why are you even torturing yourself? Let's watch another one.
Yes. See the room very chihuahua.
Do you guys see the look in her eyes? How can you be watching your enemy's video? You know, this is the kind of prayer people pray, that let my enemies watch me progress and bite their finger. And this is happening right in front of us. Let's watch it again. Just look at the look in her eyes, you know, like licking her screen, licking, like, just let's watch it.
See the room very trauma.
See the room very trauma. Like, okay, their room is very small. It doesn't change the size of your own room. You know, trying to quench another person's light doesn't make your light shine brighter. It doesn't improve your own life. Your life still remains the same. So trying to convince people that this person no rich or in house small, it doesn't make yours bigger at the end of the day. And for you to even be watching that person's video, biting your finger, doing all those things, look at the look in your eyes, watching that phone in your hand with so much intrigue, so much interest on live video. How much more in your private space? That means you're going to bed watching this woman, waking up watching this woman, that you cannot even hide it. You have to come on live video to continue to watch her and explain her house to your viewers. Don't your viewers have better things they want to learn? Like, can they learn about, okay, how can I also become a homeowner in Europe or in Africa, wherever? That they have to come and listen to the analysis of another person's house, how small that room is, and all of that is just like a sign of jealousy, bitterness, competition. Like, if someone doesn't really matter to you, the last thing you want to come and talk about is that person's house, of all things. Let's watch another video.
Not there underground. Now they take recorder. Now apartments where now they take recorder. They want you to believe that it's not underground. When you look at the house, when they newly moved there, yeah, from down you climb to the roof. His roof is not down. It's the way they record it. Okay? It's not like that. This bed where it be like small bed where they use to adoro camp that year.
Sis, you're really bitter, you know? It be like small bed where they use for adoro camp that year. But at least they get bed where they sleep on. At the end of the day, like, this is just bitterness. Like, if you have a life, another person's bed is not what you're going to be worried about at the end of the day. Let's watch another video. So this is actually the very first video that just made Lolo fail the challenge that we are watching now. The next day, immediately. So every single day, Lolo would come out and do a live video about her ex-friend. Like 95% of the videos she did this entire week were centered around that other woman. And that woman, the whole week, didn't even mention her name. Like, this is an eye-opener, you guys. Let's watch another one.
You are so intelligent. I noticed is one. You will surprise that all this video, they are cut and join. You know they call cut and join. Cut and join video. They are the same room. She can spend time to organize that thing. Maybe now look, you want look. Now no, you want know. She will organize it. You will not know. That room you are seeing so that they are entering one, entering two. Oh, can be one piece of room. When I don't know when they deal with. If you don't know when they deal with, now buy sense, join sense. Mona be like Lolo. The more you look, the less you see.
Sis, you really have time, eh? You really have a lot of time in your hands, on your hands. Like, you're doing your makeup here, and the only person you can gist about is that lady. And it's a pity, but I think you already have that mental block that your viewers are only interested in hearing what you have to say about her. And the worst part of it is that they have heard all those things before from you. So you're like repeating yourself again and again and again. And eventually they are going to get tired of you talking about her someday. Of course, a few ones would still hang around and still entertain themselves, not because they support you, but they are using you to help themselves ease some stress and maybe depression or loneliness or whatever they are missing in their lives. But I cannot imagine that someone who really has a life would want to look. You can talk about someone once, twice, and move on. But if that person makes up 95% of your content in an entire week, then there is a problem there. And if a viewer is listening to the same content about the same person 97 or 95% of the time, the entire week, that viewer also has a problem, because normally a normal viewer should get a headache. Like, okay, I've heard this yesterday. You talked about this person yesterday. Can you talk about something else? That's what a normal viewer would want to suggest. Okay.
You will surprise that all this video, You are so intelligent. I noticed it's one room because it's same bed. She will organize it. Same window, say everything. If you want to believe what I'm telling you, the video they did when they came newly to that place, when they were downstairs, the children now pass and walk upstairs. The room is up, it's not down. Okay? It's up. For you to know that I understand the scenario of that video. That room is up. You see the window is roof, is not down. So they record it to look like that. Alright?
Oh my God. Okay, I'm laughing here so hard, you guys. That means this woman, she has maybe never been to Belfast, but she knows how Monica's house is. Like, for you to know how much she watches Monica's videos, she knows every hook and cranny of that house. Okay. And the one that even kind of like, you know, some of us don't just forget things easily. We forget some things, but some things we don't forget. She made reference to the video they made when they first came newly. So when Monica and her kids first moved to Belfast newly, she said, if you remember that video they first made, the video when they did, when they first moved, if you see when she was doing the video, the children passed. And I'm like, if you guys also remember, when Monica was doing that video, people found out Lolo was watching. I think she forgot to switch to her fake account and she was watching with Anua Jose. You guys remember the screenshot? It went viral and people were like, oh my God, you know, Lolo could not even resist. She's also here watching. You guys remember, okay? And when Lolo did a video after then, what did she say? She said someone sent her the link, that she just jumped into it. She just found herself there. That she just clicked and she just, you know, surprisingly found herself there. That she was like, moi, moi. I will now sit down and be watching that one. For what? I chop shit. I chop craze. Do you guys remember that video? So she kind of like told you guys, not me, told some people that, well, I didn't intend to watch her. Someone just sent me the link and I clicked without knowing what they sent and I found myself there. But you had the time while you were there to study how the house looks, because you made reference to that first video they made when they just came. So you took your time, you balanced and sat down and you were watching how that house looked when the children passed. So that means you lied that someone sent, even if someone sent it to you, you could have said, oh my God, why did you send me this? And then you just switch out. But you really were there because you wanted to be there. You stayed there and studied the situation and the environment. Okay, so now we know you lied on that one because nobody, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Okay, so I just feel like for you to really have so much time to know how someone's house looks, to know, okay, now one room, oh, and the same window, the same this, now upstairs. So like, who even cares if it's upstairs, second floor, first floor? They have a roof over their head. How about that? Let's watch another video.
When I try to change or teach this person how to be a normal human being, and in the process, I almost lost myself and my head. You ain't there. You didn't watch it. Me, I'm angry at you 95%. Your anger to me is 5%. So don't be angry at me. I try. Wash. The only small you can see that Lolo was ever there is even the English that is a little better. It's the English that is a little bit better now. If not every other thing. A market woman is a market woman. Say no, they change. Were you not there when she was celebrating her freedom as a market woman?
Okay, the only thing I want to say here, well, I don't think it's the only thing, but the first thing I want to say here is, okay, Madame is claiming she's the one who helped that lady with her English. Madame, and anyone else, before you'd claim ownership over someone's language, make sure yours also is that good. Okay, like you can brag about things you have, but to be bragging that you taught someone how to speak a certain language that is not even yours, when yours also is still found wanting, if you know what I mean. Before you'd claim you helped someone or you taught someone how to speak English, you need to first work on your own English, work on your past tense, on all your tenses, in fact, present, past, participle, work on each and every single one of them before you'd come out publicly like this and claim, Ndo Baba, Ndo, and claim that you did this or that you're responsible for this. And you also said that you were teaching this person how to be a normal human being. Well, it's almost 2 years now, and you're still telling people this same thing. This is what you've been crying about, like talking about over and over. You did this, you did that. We have heard, like a lot of people have heard this from you so many times. Like, what else? Like, you want to break their head open for it to really sink? Like, is it like you don't even believe that people are listening to you, that you feel the need to have to do it over and over again in all your videos, to repeat it so that it can really, really sink, so that they can really believe you? If you're sure of your story, say it once, say it twice, move on. Let's watch another one.
If only me want to do it, the work will be too much. Those videos where she was thanking and appreciating Vera, those videos where she was giving Vera title upon title, and people want to help now. Only me cannot find it out. And this one at the work join. You understand? So you guys should find those videos and send to me. Just cut, don't bring the whole video. Or if you are bringing the whole video, make sure you have watched it and tell me the minutes, because I cannot sit down and be watching all of it. So find that video and bring it. So please, somebody help for those videos. If you don't know how to cut it, please watch it and tell me how many minutes I will cut it.
Okay, another thing we can draw from this is that, and that's why I'm not even bothered too much, because it looks now like Lola has really devoted her life. She has really decided to commit her life to Monica. Like, we either accept it or we just leave it. But that is what it is. Like, everything proves it. Like, she is not ready to back down. She's actually calling for people to send her videos, anything that just concerns Monica. Just update her. She's interested. She wants to know. So this thing is not going to go away. Yeah, I was really hoping, actually, and I'll tell you guys why I was hoping that things would change. And that was actually the point when she said that she didn't know about the challenge, or she was just hearing about it. And I felt like after she made that post, like, she kind of like cooled down a bit. But today she switched it up again and she did a video about Monica.
When I try to change, or if only me want to do it, the work will be too much. Those, stay away from me. Day your day, I day my day. Okay? I don't need you around me anymore. Stay the hell away from me. The thing that you were once my friend is a shame. Then a person they wish to wake up, see.
Okay, day your day, I day my day. So this other woman, she don't day her day for a week now. But you cannot day your day. So you're not even a woman of your words. You said if this woman should take your name out of her mouth, you'd let her be. But it seems impossible for you to take her name out of your mouth. You say things like, day your day, I day my day. But when the woman really day her day, you just continue. You don't day your day. Like, and you're like, it's even embarrassing that she was even your friend. But she hasn't been your friend in 2 years now, almost. And you have been solely embarrassing yourself, even without her being in your life. And I'm going to tell you guys something else that I've observed. Some people might agree, actually. Some people might disagree. But what I think is that when Monica and Lolo were friends, people respected Lolo more than they respect her now. She had more dignity then than she does now. And that is because when they were friends, Monica was like the loud one. She was the one that would come out and say things and do things, and she was just herself. She was the comedian. She was, just that person we know. And Lolo would do like, I'm the this, I'm the posh one, I'm the classy one. And people would be like, we don't really know that lady. We don't know that other one. She's proud. People would call it proud, but she wasn't giving away too much. And there is something about intrigue and suspense. When people don't know too much about you, they don't even know which angle to take you. They kind of like respect you more than you even deserve. So she wasn't giving away too much. And I remember someone, I think it was Cynthia, that commented that, was it Cynthia? Or I think it was Rita's video. Someone commented that or said that there was a time in Lolo's life that people used to look forward to Friday nights. She was doing live streams every Friday night, and people would be waiting for her to come live, like they were looking forward to that. She had that dignity, that honor. People didn't know too much about her. People, like, they didn't, like, I don't know how to explain it, because she was presenting not everything about herself. She didn't show us that local side that we are seeing now. She was hiding that other side. Of course, she would do saga once in a while then, but now we have seen the other side of her. People have seen that local, actually market woman also side of her, that people are like, okay, so now so you reach. Is that all? So now we know. So now that dignity of, okay, that, I don't know how to put it, like that mystery, I think it's, yeah, when you're mysterious, like it's gone. Like now people have seen both sides. In fact, all sides. So there is nothing special anymore. And it's almost 2 years now. And Lolo is saying, yeah, I made friends with the wrong person. But now that that person is out of your life, this is the time and the opportunity for you to really show to the world that really I made a mistake. Really, I'm different from this person. But so far, you have not been able to do that. You have been behaving in such an unruly manner. Behaving, actually, you are actually giving local, sis. Like, to be honest, you're really like Raz. Like, and you guys are going to see some other videos. Like, this is not the posh, classy person she was portraying herself to be then. Now she's really coming out as Lolo, because then Monica would do all the fighting and she would do all the posing and all of that, and kind of like hiding under Monica. Like Monica would go out and do the dirty job. But now nobody is there to do that job for her anymore. So she has to come out and do it herself and do the fighting for herself. So now people are now seeing that other dirty, ugly side, and it's not appealing. So you cannot continue to blame someone who has been out of your life for almost 2 years. Now everything people are seeing around you and in your videos shows who you are. So if people still don't respect you now, then it's really your fault. It's not because you made friends with someone that you fell out with almost 2 years ago. You should have moved past that, but you're still dwelling there, dragging yourself back, holding yourself at one spot. You need to progress from your friendship that failed. You need to progress from where she left you. You need to move forward. Yeah, after almost 2 years.
But you have the audacity, after the death of your platform, you come and write my name there again.
Okay, so like I said, Lola put up a post suggesting that she didn't know there was a challenge going on. And of course, I refuted that claim. Let me pull up that picture. Okay, I'm going to get to it. If I don't find it now, I'm going to get to it. Okay, I think it's this one. I just hear say some motherless babies, they do challenge. And this was on the 1st of October. We started the challenge on the 1st. There is no way in hell this madam will tell me she didn't know about that challenge. The thing is, when we started, she just went on the next day and did her thing. Maybe she thought, okay, everyone would go back to their normal lives and, everyone would just forget it. But some of us actually take our words seriously. When we say A, we stick to A. When we say B, we stick to our guns. We don't just rant and just talk because our talk sounds good. When we talk, we mean it. So if you cannot uphold your own word, other people actually can. So I don't think she thought or she knew that this thing would come this far. So she just went ahead with her own business. And then when she saw that the other one wasn't backing down, the other one was not joining her to go back to that life, then she was like, okay, let me just do like I'm just hearing about it. Maybe that would help. So I think that is what happened here. It didn't help much, but I still feel like, okay, we don't have proof, hard proof that she knew about it. So we can always give someone that benefit of the doubt. But of course, a lot of people were like, no, 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 Blessing, we are not doing that. We are not going back. The challenge is on. But Lolo did videos against Kate, ODL Kate, responding to Kate's recent video that Kate talked about the challenge. The reason Kate did those videos were in response of the challenge, right? And Lolo was responding also to ODL Kate's video. So how can Lolo not know about what she was responding to? Let's watch one of or the video Lolo did for Kate.
But you have the audacity after the death of your platform, you come and write my name there again. It's like you want to pack up totally. You're supposed to be walking gently. Now you are walking on your own. You are doing things on your own. But you see the problem with you guys. You don't have the patience to build your platform with your own energy without using someone else's name. Me, I wasn't part of using people's name to build platform. I didn't start my platform with Saga. That's why the fact that along the line I tangled myself with a market woman who almost turned it to Saga. But I didn't start it like that. People didn't get to know me because of Saga. No, they know me for the good work I was doing.
Okay. Lola says she didn't start her platform with Saga. So, but now you admit that you are in Saga. Your platform now is about Saga. People used to know you for the good work you were doing, but now no more. Are we going to stick here and continue Saga forever? Or are we going to go back to our glory days? What is it going to be?
I'm even bigger than you in the business. That's why your mouth is louder. I'm bigger than you in the business. Everybody know how it all started. So why are you crying for the hate and despise now when everybody can see what you are trying to do to bring me down? Turn these words that come out of your mouth to yourself and you'll find the answer. And who knows, maybe you will find peace for yourself.
Okay. Here she was talking to Monica. So this was another day. I think the next day after then, like every day this woman would come out and Monica would be the topic. That really shocked me to know. Of course, I knew before that she was doing topics and videos about Monica. And sometimes Monica would also throw a jab to Lolo. But this experiment really kind of like showed the percentage, like the amount of time and a number of videos this woman would do dedicated to Monica. Like it's really bizarre. And yeah, well, let's just listen again.
But you have the audacity after the death of like me, so I've been pissed. I'm even bigger than you in the business. That's why your mouth is louder. I'm bigger than you in the business. Everybody know how it all started. So why are you crying for the hate and despise now when everybody can see what you are trying to do to bring me down? Turn these words that come out of your mouth to yourself and you'll find the answer. And who knows, maybe you will find peace for yourself.
Okay, maybe you find peace for yourself. Well, this is quite ironical because I don't think I don't know, you guys, I'm just trying to be careful. Maybe you find peace for yourself, but to be honest, Lola doesn't really have peace. Like I struggled to say it in a nicer way, but like that is the nicest I can go. Like you can tell me you have peace when you do 10 videos in a week, and 9.5 of those videos are about another person, one person. I don't see peace there. And that person, you're saying maybe she will find peace. She's not even talking about you the entire week. So we are using this week as a case study, not even looking at what happened last year or 3 months ago, but this week, in 1 week, you did 9.5 videos. Out of the 10 videos you did, 9.5 were about this woman. And that woman that you said doesn't have peace, she didn't do any about you. She went about her business. You do your videos with so much passion and bitterness towards this person. You don't exude peace. There is little or nothing peaceful around the way you do your videos about her. And you still always making mention of, I am bigger than you in this business. My platform is bigger than you. Congratulations, sis. Can we have peace now? Okay, you're bigger. Prove it. It's not about what you say or what you want people to believe. It's about what you make of your bigness. You're bigger than someone. You don't even have to be shouting it every day. People are going to see it, and people are going to confirm it themselves. Viewers see things. You don't have to be teaching them and telling them and hammering it into their heads. They see it. They know. People are wise. People who watch live streams are really not foolish people. They use their brain sometimes also. It's just like coming on social media every day and saying, I'm more beautiful than you. I'm more beautiful. When you just keep saying it, it means you really don't even believe it. You're just trying to make other people see something. So if you're bigger than this person, why are you even wasting time doing videos about them? Then it shouldn't be important. Then you should be doing videos about bigger fishes, not smaller people, people that are below you. So it doesn't sound believable. You wouldn't be wasting your time doing so many videos about someone you're bigger than in this industry. Like imagine Genevieve Unaji beefing some upcoming actress. It doesn't add up now. It doesn't happen.
Like me, so I be pissed. Everything. Like me, so I be pissed. Before I go come for you or attack you, you must get what you do me. When I help me ask this woman, what I do? Wake up for me. Mokuna help me ask Linus Umba, what did Lolo do to you before you start defaming her character and talking all sort of rubbish about Lolo? Vera, don't they talk many things? They insult me and my husband for this social media. I don't get one thing where I do that. Just exactly the way where I don't get one thing where I do you. You say, make I tell you sorry. I tell you sorry. You say your audio life, say I for leave you with them. Now what it happen with that? You say make I delete video. I delete video.
Okay, so well, this is another old story that Lolo has explained. And look, this is not to discredit the pain Lolo feels at this moment, because I know she's still very much in pain. Lolo is hurt about the way their friendship ended and maybe the things Monica did to her. And Monica is also hurt. Like everyone expresses themselves in different ways. But to always come on video to always try to point all the fingers to the other person is just a bit one-sided. Like, okay, now asking, what did Lolo do to you? You guys hurt each other. Yeah. But for me, it just looks like you're still very hurt. Lolo is still very, very hurt. And Lolo has actually revenged. If Monica has done bad things to her, I feel like she has also revenged verbally. She has also done and said bad things. This DNA issue sprung up or sprung out of Lolo's, the words of her mouth. Yeah. So that is also a revenge in a way. So it's not just about pointing fingers in one direction and always saying, what did I do? I didn't do anything. What did I do to her for her to tarnish my image? For both of you did to each other. Yeah.
You say that I bully you and your husband and your children. He reached this one. My people, mona hear audio, mona hear bully you. Wetin my children do you? My people wanna listen. Now my pikin, she dey bully for here oh. When they wear trouser, put sand for lap. 14 years old pikin, when they carry penny, second picture when they show another person pikin. Small pikin when don dey practice game. Can you imagine? Now my pikin, this woman dey bully for here. People of this world, make una ask am. Wetin me Lolo do am?
Okay, so here Lolo plays a video, an old clip in which Monica suggested that Lolo's child is allegedly gay. You guys, for me, 100% it's wrong to even drag kids, but I always want to go back to why did she do the video? What did Lolo do before Monica did that video? And I think I listened to Monica one day explain why she did that video, that Lolo also dragged her own child, trying to do an indirect video to kind of convince people that her child is not complete, is not like 100%. So she did that video in retaliation. For me, there is no excuse on both sides to drag children. But here, as Lola is playing this video of, okay, see what you do, my pikin, and pointing all the fingers again at Monica. And that I find hypocritical and unfair because, like I said, they both did things to each other. Yeah. And Lolo is always carrying her own on her head on all her videos. This is what Monica did. This is what Monica did. But she would not mention what she did back in revenge. I have watched Lolo's video calling Monica's daughter a prostitute. I have watched it. But Lolo is not going to explain that, okay, he called my pikin gay. Me also, I can't call him pikin prostitute. She's not going to mention that, which is not fair. It's you do me, I do you. Like I said, I'm not even condoning it. As long as children are involved, there is no justification for it. But when you're pointing fingers, you have also had your pound of flesh. Why not just rest? You understand? Because, like I said, I don't just want to aggravate things to be bringing up. I can also bring up her own video in which she called that child a prostitute. I think it was after Monica posted a picture of her legs, the daughter's legs, and I think advertising her cream. Lola did a video and said, don't they showcase, the word she used wasn't showcase, but like, okay, don't they display, I think display in daughter. You good saying they be girl very soon they chook hand for their kpekus. Before you know, go carry belle come. And a lot of other things that let me not even mention here, but some of you might remember. So that is also not cool. She also can say, "Wetin I do, Lolo, where she go do this one to my daughter." No mother is going to hear anything. This one you played now about your son being gay is not nice for any mother. And of course, every mother should understand your grief. But the other hand, we should also know that you did the same thing. You've revenged. So why not just rest? You understand? So now you're complaining bitterly. And like I said, it's not to discredit your pain. You should process your hurt. You have the right to do so, but you have also revenged. So the way I'm saying things now is someone slapped you. You've slapped that person back. But you still continue everywhere you go. He slapped me, oh, he slapped me, oh. But you've already slapped the person back. But you're never going to mention, but I slap him back, oh. No. And then the day you will jam that person again, you will hit that person on the head. But you will still continue crying. He slapped me, oh, he slapped. You're not going to say, I slap him back, oh, then I break his head. No. The day you will see that person's child, you will kick the child. The day you see that person's husband, you will slap the husband. The day you see that person's mother, you will naked that person's mother. But you will never stop crying, he slapped me, oh, he slapped me, oh. That is what I think Lolo is doing. Lolo has had her pound of flesh, but she's not satisfied with her own revenge. Lolo has revenged in so many different ways towards Monica, towards Monica's children, towards Monica's husband, even towards Monica's mother-in-law, you guys. But Lolo is not satisfied with her own revenge. What else can Lolo do for Lolo to just say, okay, now I don't do my own back. It don't sweet me. I don't know if I'm making sense, if you guys understand where I'm coming from. So I'm not saying Lolo did wrong alone, and I'm not saying Monica did wrong alone. They both hurt each other, but to be pointing the finger only in one direction, like she's only the evil one, I didn't do anything, wait till I do, you also did a lot. The DNA we are talking about alone is an example. The Papa Waila where everyone is calling today came from you. You understand? So that's just what I wanted to kind of like make clear here. Like, if someone hurts us, we have our revenge, let us rest. Is it when we see blood that we now rest? You know? So yeah, let's see another video.
Some people might ask me now, why continuously, why this, why that? Actually, if we say let's look this matter, is my business. So this matter is my business. This person is my business. This person is my business. Every other person, they are just passerby to take from me. So this person is my personal business. You understand? So that is it. And for those of you who know the situation, you know it's court that will decide the final say. You understand? So we are still waiting for court. Until court says so, then it will finish. If not, as with the drag and they go, so any day suit us, any day we feel like we'll come and talk about it. And any day the error, will be here also to talk about the error.
Okay, so Lolo is explaining to people, in case you guys are wondering why I'm always maybe talking about Monica, that's what she was trying to say here. The reason I'm doing so is because this person is my business. So bottom line is, Lolo is not ready to let go. She's ready to continue to do videos about Monica till she's 85 years old. Like, it's either you guys just realize it and accept it, or you guys continue to battle. And whoever has the power and the energy to continue to engage Lolo in that battle, you guys, by all means, take it away. But some of us are like, okay, we've seen through this experiment has really shown us a lot of things, that some things and some people are not just worth that amount of time. Like, maybe this is her way to process everything she went through, everything, all the fight and everything. Maybe this is her manner to really heal. Some people go to therapy, some people talk to people within their private community, but maybe social media and live videos and really talking openly about it is her way to really heal, to move forward. So I don't know how long it's going to take her, but she really is committed to doing this thing for as long as it takes. So she has made it clear, this person is my business. Whether friendship end, whether I know end, this person is my personal business. And actually, this is not how life is supposed to be. Like, you go into a relationship with a man, with a woman, it breaks off at some point in time. You have best friends, you guys fall out, it's part of life. But for you to now tie yourself down and tie yourself even up with that person and make their life your personal business day in, day out, it's not even good for your mental health. Because the other day I saw you do a video about mental health. This path you're threading is not also good for your mental health, making another person your business. But I do understand that it might be your way of healing, and fine. And Lola also said court will define, how did you say it? Will have the final say. Yeah, at the end of the day, the court will have the final say of which way forward. So maybe if the court says you guys are no longer allowed to talk about the other person, maybe she might relax. But as long as that one doesn't happen, she is going to continue to, do what she's doing now. So, like I said, whoever has the energy to continue with her, you guys should take it away. But some of us are really taking off our hats and saying, Madam, continue. If this is what gives you power, if this is what you feel like your audience want to hear, and you have nothing better to engage them with, then continue.
Everything amount to the do, none is real. When she's coming in the group of people in Devin Tadiana, it don't come again. Thanks to Lolo. That's why she glued to Lolo like, my friend, my friend, my friend, my friend, my friend. Oh, friend, when nobody even know. Or ye bolonso. Everything correct for her. Can't see friend from heaven when nobody know it be. Hey! She was feeling like the whole world that time.
Okay. So like you just do your makeup, just dress up and come and be praising yourself of how great you were in her life. Like, can you just move on? Like, I've said this like 11 times already. Like, okay, fine, you were all that. It's almost 2 years. You've not been in her life. Like, why are you trying to remind people of how great you were for her? Like, I don't get it. Is it even worth it?
What you talk? Is say £20 pay me reach bone. I bet. Wait, any special thing? How many people were watching? How many people?
Okay, so here was Lolo talking about Monica's most recent paid show. I didn't attend that paid show. And to be honest, I don't even know much of what was said there or what it was about. But Lolo was here, very eager to know how many people attended.
What you talk? Is say £20 pay me reach bone. I bet. Wait, any special thing? How many people were watching? How many people were inside? Jane King, how many people were inside? This was the paid show. Okay, 56 people. They don't get sense. 104. Did you go out, Jane, before then?
It's just very, I don't know, it's a bit shameful to see how interested Lolo is in what is happening in that woman's life. Like, like I said, this week, if you know get sense, if you know open your eyes this week, you know just see waiting day. Like this video, like I said, it's not a hate video. I've not been reading comments, by the way. I'm gonna read comments soon. So I do hope people are not dropping hate comments. This is not to bring anyone down, but this is just really to read out results of. So what happened? Where are we? What is the reality? And it's just, I don't know, like I said, it's shameful to see how interested Lolo is. How many people go there? How many people did the page show? Like these are things you'd gist with someone in your private, space. Like maybe a best friend, you'd go gossip. It's normal. Like how many people even go that show? Something like that. Not come out in public and be asking how many people did there. Like you're so eager to know, like I don't know, I don't know, I just think this woman should get a new best friend. Like just get a new best friend to occupy you.
Nobody watches you anymore. The only time they what you talk is saying £20 pay me. Nobody watches you anymore. The only time they watch you is when you want to talk to Lolo direct or indirect. That's the only time they watch you. Outside that, really, they are done. They are done listening to bullshit and brainwash things.
Okay, so well, you guys, we have proof that that is not true anymore. I don't even know if it was ever true, but Lolo made a lot of people believe that that was the case, that no one watches Monica, but that really is not true because we have numbers to prove that it is not true. We have been watching all Monica's videos the entire week, and she has not mentioned Lolo's name indirectly or directly. And people have been watching her, and we are going to call the numbers. So yeah, it's just not true.
Inside car makeup.
Okay, so after that video and after Lolo posted that, and now today I dey hear say people they do challenge, I kind of like started brainstorming about how today's video would go. And to be honest, like yesterday and this morning, I thought it would be best to just not even read the viewer count, like not even mention how many people watched who, but just to say, you guys, let us continue in this path. But when I saw the video Lolo now did again today, I was like, no, okay, this woman definitely is never going to change. So we can just as well go ahead, read the numbers, let people really see what's up, because it's really not going to change anything at the end of the day. So I just want us all to know that we didn't waste our time this week. This week has really proven what the actual situation is. And things might change a bit, but things might not change drastically. And why I said things might change a bit is, if Lolo continues the way she's doing now, always doing videos about Monica, and if, for example, Monica decides to continue to keep quiet and to ignore her, eventually Lolo would kind of like pull back out of embarrassment, because people will start getting tired of listening to the same thing over and over again. And she will also start getting embarrassed about sounding like a broken record, repeating herself, always talking about this person, analyzing her videos. It's just a bit embarrassing. People are even asking, so what is really your content? What are you here for on social media? If you don't mention your friend, what else can you bring to the table? Now people are really kind of like narrowing their focus on her. Like, okay, so this woman, at least your friend, your former friend, now we see all the things she was able to put together in 1 week outside of your name. But you, what can you even create outside of her? So it's really dragging and drawing negative attention to herself. So anyways, Monica did a video today, and she did a makeup video in her car, for reasons best known to her. So Lolo responded again to that video. And I'm just wondering, if Monica hadn't done that video in her car, would Lolo have had another video to do today? Would she have had another topic to talk about today? Would she have had any other thing interesting enough for people to come and watch and listen to? Is it like she would just wait and be going to Monica's page? Let me see whether she don't post, or let me go watch her videos. You're spending so much time watching all her videos to come and analyze. Like bloggers do that, and many bloggers are even tired. And you're doing that with someone you claim you hate so much. You don't want to wake up in the morning and see her, but you're having her every time in your phone, in your hand, watching her day in, day out, talking about her. Like, let's watch her response to Monica's makeup video.
Inside car makeup. For this UK. When I come see person where they feed Lolo, when not feed himself, let me on lights. This is my kitchen. Only one inside of it. In fact, if I want to do makeup, the kitchen even better than to go sit down for a cycle for moto. To fear quoi?
Okay, so basically, it is Monica's lifestyle that provides content for Lolo, more or less. And that is because we have seen that most of her videos this entire week have been about Monica. So if Monica doesn't do any video in 1 week, that means Lolo would be struggling with content, maybe, or maybe she would come forward with something that nobody's going to watch, because that is what it looks like. Like, if she's just doing her own thing, people don't care much. But when she's doing Monica, then people are rushing there to watch. So, well, she responded to Monica doing makeup in the car. At the end of the day, I feel like this woman, like I've said it before, I'm not surprised at this utterance. And I'm going to reiterate that this woman doesn't know how social media works. Look, I don't know the reason Monica did makeup in her car. She might have her own reason. But if anyone knows how social media works, they are not going to be talking about where someone does a video. Someone can decide to do a video in a toilet. You can create content in really special places, because you know why you're on social media. You want that intrigue. You want something special, something new. And maybe Monica feels like people watch her more when she does videos from inside the car. If you guys remember the video she did about, I think, Coco Buri, about Tonto Dike and Annie Idibia, she did from inside her car, and those videos scored very high. They did very well. So maybe she saw her statistics and thought, people like my videos when I do them from inside the car. Let me do this one. Maybe, we don't know. We don't know how like many of these people, they just talk things. They don't know how social media works. It really doesn't matter where you do makeup or where you do anything. You understand, at the end of the day. So it doesn't even change anything. I don't know what she's trying to prove here, that okay, she's doing makeup in her car. Like, at least she has a car she can sit in and do makeup. Like, I don't just, sometimes I'm just trying to figure out the essence behind, some analysis. I just can't. Anyway, that was Lolo's video for today, and Monica also did a video today. Let's watch what she did. And you guys know today is the final challenge day.
If you be our Benin presenter, you know you are doing well for yourself. You are doing great. You are not in midst of all these low lives. God has blessed you. He has differentiated you. If low life talk to you, don't answer them. I am telling you, and I am talking out of experience.
Okay, so I think she was dishing out advice to someone. Maybe someone responded to someone else, and she was like, no, that's not the way to go. Don't respond. So I'm just wondering if she's also going to take her own advice and no longer respond to Lolo dragging herself in the mud. Because basically, imagine a situation whereby Lolo continues to do videos about Monica and Monica never responds. Like, it's going to be tough. It's going to be hard to know that someone is just somewhere in one corner abusing me and you're not talking. But at the end of the day, we know what the Englishman says: silence is the best answer for a fool. Yeah. At the end of the day, Lola will continue to do videos alone. Then people are going to start looking at her like, you're fighting someone who is not fighting you. You said, come on, my name for your mouth. Make everywhere rest. Now the woman don't come out your name, but you no one still rest. So people are just going to start looking you like, okay, this woman, she really did okay. So like, at the end of the day, it's going to like backfire against Lolo. So I don't know if Monica is going to take her own advice and just say, okay, I'm never going to ignore. Let her continue to fool herself. Yeah.
1 week challenge, my people, my Monica lover. Now never clap for me, oh. Hey, the only presenter where be say whether I talk person matter, I not talk person matter. Hey, I always the hammer. 1 week now it just complete. So from on the 1st to on the 8th, I not talk person matter. I just deliver my matter.
And I just feel like this woman really needs to be very proud of herself. Like, to be honest, I don't know what you guys think. Drop your comments. I'm going to read comments. Tell me what you think honestly about this woman and how she has acted and carried herself this entire week. Like, I don't like to compare people. Like, I feel like everyone is distinct in their own way. Everyone is special and unique in their own manner. But if Lolo wants to always use Monica as a reference point, then I would say that Lolo has really proven herself that she is actually the market woman. Like, she is really local. She has not really carried herself in a very posh and classy way, like the way she originally used to portray herself when she started live videos. She has been all over the place, actually, just jumping from one topic about Monica to another topic about Monica. If she's not talking about Monica picking Akia, she's talking about Destiny Akia. Monica leaves Destiny Akia alone. And the worst part of it is you are trying to pretend you're protecting Destiny, but you are also promoting the story to get bigger. It's embarrassing for Destiny. If you want the thing to die down, don't talk about it too much. But you're still highlighting it, you're still promoting it, and you're still saying if they need her address, let them contact you so that you can give them, they should sue her. Like, you just want to drag her into the same situation you're in because you have two cases now, two legal cases on your neck. So you're also trying to drag her so that she will also be facing the same thing. So for me, like, this woman, like I said, Monica, like, she has really proven herself. And I've always said it, being a celeb is not just about the number of people who follow you. That is part of it. That is, some part of it, yes. But that is not all it is all about. Like it's not just, oh, I have 1 million people following me, then I'm a celeb. No, because people can actually buy 1 million followers. It's how you carry yourself on social media. It's how your word is your bond. When you say I go, you go. When you say I move, I move. When you say I stop here, you stop here. You don't just say things today and tomorrow you are doing something totally different. You're not accountable to your followers. You're not trustworthy. When you start saying things to them, it's entering one ear, going out the other way. Because even someone commented to me, like, Blessing, why are you taking this challenge so seriously? Lolo didn't mean it. She was actually defending Lolo, like she's a fan. She's like, did Lolo tell you she meant what she said? That means your fans don't even believe in your own words. They know that, okay, she's just talking or she's just bragging. That is a terrible place to be as a so-called celeb, even when you cannot even respect your own word. When you give someone a challenge, when you challenge someone and you cannot even keep up with it. Sorry, Baba. Wil je water? Nee. Nee, wat dan? Okay, take your cup. A water cup? Yeah. Okay. A water cup. Yeah, you should go to bed, eh? Okay? Okay, mommy. Good boy. So, yeah, it's just quite pathetic that you'd call yourself a celeb and you're not acting as a celeb. You're not accountable to your followers. You'd say, okay, let's do this, and you're not doing it the next minute. You're just embarrassing not only yourself, you're also embarrassing your followers. You're not really teaching them anything new. You're not bringing anything new to the table except hammering about how bitter you are about your former friend, or trying to explain to them and convince them that your former friend is not what they think she is. But the other one, on the other hand, she has really shown herself that she is a woman of class, to be honest. I don't know why they call her Iyeki. Iyeki is like, I think, the cheerleader of, I don't know, market or something like that. But she has really acted in the most honorable manner this entire week, despite the fact that you kept dragging her in your videos. She just kept to her word. Like, she respected, and she respects actually her word. She gave her word that she was going to go into this challenge with her full chest, and she did, for good 8 days or 7 days, 1 week, however you want to see it. But you couldn't even handle 24 hours. That is quite a shame. A shame. You're over 40, and the only topic that you can actually bring forward and you can be very active and passionate about is Monica, someone you claim you hate. It's, to be honest, it's shameful. And for me, I think at this point in your career, you should be thinking of, how can I rebuild? Because, to be honest, now you have really used your hands to damage whatever reputation you had when you were still friends, because people really respected you then. People really honored you. They saw you as that big woman, but now you're really just shaming yourself with children on social media. Like, to be honest, it's really embarrassing. There's a time and place for everything. Like I said, maybe it's your way of processing, but at the point in time, you just have to grow over certain things and just leave certain people out of your lives. If they don't matter to you, just vanish them, delete them out of your mind, out of your phone, block people from bringing her matter to you. But like I said, if you're still healing, I don't know how long you still need to heal. It's almost 2 years. Do you still need 20 more years to heal from whatever you guys have done to each other? Because like I said, if she did stuff to you, you also did stuff to her. Yeah. So I don't know. You going about crying every day and talking about what she did to me. See what she did to me every single day is just pointing all the fingers in one direction and playing the victim, when actually you have actually had your own revenge, only that you're not yet satisfied with the amount of revenge. And you can go on and on and on with revenging and abusing, but you will still continue for as long as it takes. But I know that someday you're going to get either tired, or you're just going to be too shy to come out, because you don't know what people are going to. People are just going to be like, this woman don't come again, and you don't want to be in that place. But if that is the path you want to follow, by all means, it's your page, it's your content. Okay.
Now, let's talk. Are we keeping it this way, or we should be conking down? Eh? Oh yeah, now let's talk. Are we keeping it like this, minding our business and living on the nyam nyam loss behind us?
So she asked her viewers and fans if they should continue the way she has been for 8 days without, talking, or she should start answering again. And I was waiting for all the comments, and I saw all the comments, and all of them said, "Let's keep it this way." All of them. Not even one person say, "Oh, let's keep it this way." Oh, but if they talk to you, make you also talk. Nobody said anything. Nobody said, "But." No, everyone was just like, "We move. Let's keep it this way, just continue." So this is really a dangerous place, because the only thing that feeds, well, not feed like food, but the only thing that gives Lolo energy is when someone would respond. Then she would have something to hold on to also fire back. But imagine when nobody is giving you that input, then what output are you going to be bringing forward? They are just going to be sitting around waiting for them to do a video that you can come out and analyze and talk down on. So I think most of Monica's viewers kind of like said, "Let us continue in this way. Let us no longer answer." But I want to throw it back a little to what Lola posted I think a week ago. You guys know that Monica is one of the latest ambassadors for Tap Tap Send, and this is Lola's response to that. So she posted this. This is quite hilarious and childish. So she kind of like posted a competitor, I believe. She said, "To send money, cheap rates guarantee, tested and trust. Not from Linus Association." So here she's trying to say people should not go, or they should not use Tap Tap, because Tap Tap has kind of like signed Monica. And I'm like, okay, you have to be really in a low place in your life to be trying to spoil another person's brand deal, because this doesn't spoil nothing. Like, this is a waste, this is a shame. Like, you can be a big girl and be doing this. Putting sansan in another person's gari doesn't make your own sweeter if you don't have your own sugar. Do you understand? So now she posted this. Like, how many people even listened to what you said? Like, Monica's followers are going to use Tap Tap. They are not going to say, "Okay, we are not going to use Tap Tap based on Lolo said these rates are better." And the worst part of it is, if Monica has signed an agreement with Tap Tap, what you do now is not going to change that agreement. So she's still going to get paid. She's still moving. So you're just embarrassing yourself doing stuff like this, childish stuff like this. Your mate, well, I should be careful. Other people are announcing endorsement deals. You are trying to spoil their endorsement deals. You should be hustling for your own, promoting your own. You're promoting, who is this? WhatsApp messages only. What's the name of the company? Powered by licensed agents. Who is the agent? You're promoting these people. How much are they paying you for this? The other person you're trying to spoil, she's making her own money. Use your social media for profitable and positive things, not how to damage and bring other people down. Even if they used to be your friends and they turned enemies, move and get better. So for me, this was just low. Like, this is like the lowest you can go. And then again, she wrote this and she put her own pictures. And I'm like, wait, is she also a brand ambassador now? She said, "Think about the exchange rate, not the sending fee. Tested and trusted." Like, okay, she puts her pictures. Like, why are you so much in a competition with the other woman? That one has a legit contract. I don't know if you are also an ambassador now, but this is just extremely childish. Like, this doesn't even make any sense, to be honest. And I already talked about this one. And yes, now it's time to call results. We've talked long enough. If you have a pen and paper, I already did the math, I already did the calculation, but to make it fair for everyone to see how we got the numbers, if you also have a pen and paper and you want to participate and count along to know that there was no ojoro anywhere, you can get your pen and paper. So for Monica, we have 1,600 views here. doing a motivational topic. I think this was her first video after the challenge, when the challenge kicked off. I think she was talking about Thomas and Jacob. Like, you guys, people, 1,600 people sat there to listen to Thomas and Jacob. So for me, it's not even about the message you bring forward, it's about how you bring your message forward. And I think Monica really has that touch. She has the X factor, and that is what drags or attracts people to her. Yeah. And I know she has also been, yeah, laughed at for, oh, you they cook beans, but people still go and watch how she cooks beans because she knows how to deliver. So this was her own first video after the challenge was announced, and she pulled 1,600 people. And Lola's first video after the challenge was announced, well, we saw that video. That's the one I was playing the whole time. That one had, I think, 189 people. We are going to show it very soon. Also quite a shame, to be honest. Like, sometimes we don't need anyone to tell us, madam, you'd embarrass yourself. Sometimes you have to also look at your own videos, look at your own statistics, go to your creator studio, see if you're growing, or if you're, you know, you know what I mean. Okay, so let's write 1,600 for this one, and then Agnes posted this one side by side picture. Yeah, the one on the right is Lola's first video that I talked about. It was 189. The one on the left is another Monica's video, 732. So just continue to write Monica on the left, write Lola on the right, and then write all the numbers. So we are going to add them very soon. And I also collected some comments, of course, from, you know, commenters. Toby John was also watching the whole challenge, and that one just said, so without Monica, Lola no get topic. No, she no really gets topic like that if we really want talking like that. Without Monica or anything we relate to Monica, you know, go really sweet. And it's unfortunate that she even believes it, and people are kind of like seeing it that is the case. It's really, really a pity. She had her chance to rebuild her brand, you know, but she just kind of like spoiled it for herself. Always Monica, Monica, Monica. Anyways, let's continue to count. And then we have 409 again for Lola. And we have 1,300 again for Monica. And another comment here. So Lola, not to analyze Iyeki video, you get to for social media. Yes. And she has said, and we heard that Monica is her personal business. So Monica is her content. I don't know if she's also going to change her page name to Monica or something like that, at least so that we know what her content is now about. So also some comments, Lolo cannot survive without Iyeki. Well, on social media, no, she cannot survive without her. I think, to be honest, like, yeah, if we have to focus only on content, Lola's content cannot survive without Monica's name being put into it. Okay, and Kelly Ben says, you mean she not fit do the 1 week challenge? No, my sister, she no fit even do 24 hours challenge. She no fit do 1 day challenge. No, she no fit. But now she call for her just to brag, but she no know say people go carry the matter like this, unfortunately. And now wind don't blow, foul yansh don't open. We don't know where everybody belong. Okay, Kimber Levy says, Asine, Lola has lost it to the extent she can't even go a day without analyzing Monica's issues. She's so obsessed with Monica. Correct. That is also a good observation. She cannot go a day without, and if she goes a day, just know that maybe inside the house, she's really like, I can't wait to go live again. Like, I really want to talk, you know, she's going to really struggle. Yes, that is obvious now. So here we have Lola 687. I have that on paper. Okay, so this day is crazy. I have 3 pictures, and that is because on the same day, Madam went from Facebook. She started her live video on Facebook, and that is this one. And then she went on YouTube, and then from YouTube, she went back to Facebook. 3 live videos, like just going back and forth here and there, all over the place. all about Monica. Monica, Monica. Oh my God, I'm gonna be a good singer. So basically, yeah, she just went back and forth doing videos about Monica. Facebook, YouTube, back to Facebook. And I think later that night she even went on Instagram, but we don't have the records for Instagram here. So this one is 386 for Lola. I also have that on paper. And this one, well, this is the topic. Like, I just wanted to bring forward the topic for us to see that it had to do with Monica. And this one, 252, this one was also about Monica. This was the next day, I believe. And she was talking about mental illness, but she was referring to Monica because I think Monica did a video mentioning, I think, her son's, something. And Lola wanted to talk about that. So that this video was also about her in her car. And 112. And then Iyekinoma Best says, the show must go on. The challenge still stand. Nothing can provoke Iyeki this time. You guys, so after Lola broke the challenge in less than 24 hours, to me, the challenge was already over. I felt like, okay, even if Monica wants to respond, she can actually respond. Like, since Lola has already spoiled it, there is no need for her to just be there. But this lady, she was resilient. She didn't just let herself be moved by what another person was doing. She just behaved like, look, if you want to be foolish, I'm not going to join you in your foolishness. I'm going to stick to my word. I gave my people my word, and I'm going to stick to it and do what I have to do to prove myself that I don't need you to be who I am. I don't need you to create content. I don't need you for people to come and watch me, because I have word of mouth. I have a message. I can create content, and she has proven it. Okay. So yes, the show actually went on despite the fact that Lolo didn't uphold her own end of the bargain. And of course, this is the one I said that Madame said, well, she just heard 4 days later, which I believe it's not true. Okay. And Monica says, I'm still enjoying this challenge. It makes me do what I love so much, advising people, not fighting, which is actually a good thing to hear. I mean, you can choose to do positive things with your page, or you can transform your page into a saga only space. When people want to get entertained, they come and watch you. When they are done, they are out of there. There is no attachment, no connection with you. That is a shame. But yeah, it's really good to see that what we all put together, initiated by Lola herself, and every other person took it seriously, that it is really bringing something positive out and really showing us who we really are. Both bloggers and analyzers, like, everyone is really having that moment of self-reflection. So 13 views on this one. We have that on paper, and 300 views. Let me see if I wrote 300. No, 315. Yes, I have that one. 385. I also have that one. So all these videos of Monica were just neutral videos, not mentioning Lolo. So this 187, I have that on paper, and she was still talking about Monica, unfortunately. This 138, I have that. Let me see. I think I already mentioned that. And Happy says, any moment from now, I will go back to my account, since they say we should ignore them. If I'm in my real account, I would never be moved to reply any presenters, but for fake accounts, I will want to reply them. You see, so actually everything we've done in this week is positive. Like, bullying is also going to reduce. Like, a lot of people doing stuff behind fake accounts. I don't mean presenters, because presenters that have fake accounts and are bullying people, they will want to continue bullying. Like, because if they can't do things on their pages anymore, they need another outlet to continue what they are doing. But for normal people, commenters who have fake accounts, this is actually positive to hear that someone is saying, okay, since I can no longer respond, let me just go back to my real account. So if people can really start going back to their actual accounts, for them to be themselves, be free again, for social media to become social again and sociable, and to become what it was actually created for. It would really be a nice atmosphere for everybody, not a place everyone is hiding. Let me hide my identity, let me hide myself, let me hide my children, let me hide my. So there is no freedom on social media. Social media is supposed to be a free, happy, safe place for everybody. So this is actually good to read. And then someone says, Vera says she get lovers and fans challenge Vera to do video without Monica or any presenter's name for 2 days. Make we see her view. Okay, we're going to look into that. Someone told me last time that I should be watching her. I tried. I wasn't watching her directly, but whenever a blogger posts her, because then they only post like 30 minutes, so I watch them. I can't sit down 2 hours and be watching Vera. Unfortunately, I really can't. So, well, even from the ones bloggers posted, like I can't even make anything out of it, to be honest. That woman, I don't know. I can't make anything out of, her videos. Yeah. So I don't know what challenge she's trying to make. I don't know what kind of content she can create, because ever since I've been watching or I've known her, she has only done saga videos, like abusing people. So I don't know the kind of things she can do outside of that. So if she's calling for a challenge, it's a good thing, for her to really come forward and prove herself. So yeah, it's welcome. Monica 117, I have that one. Lolo 65, I also have that one. Okay, Monica 892, I have that one. Lolo 297, I have that one. And here 370, I also have that one. Okay, I already said this one, right? 791. Let me see. Oh yeah, and this is what she put up before she went to analyze Monica's makeup video in the car. Facebook, I beg, which level of poverty be this where people they do makeup for inside motor? They ask for a friend. Yeah, tell your friend to go and learn about content creation. There is something we call plots and settings. Sometimes you switch up your settings. Sometimes you do things where you're not supposed to do them. It's all about being creative. So content creation is not, you must do it in the studio or you must do it on the chair. You must do it here. It's no, you have to be flexible. This is modern times. Like you have to be dynamic with your creation. So I don't know her reason, but I don't see even any drama about someone doing makeup in the car. Like even in the train, sometimes some people do makeup in the train. Why not? Like you rush out of the house, you want to catch your train, you sit in the train, you do your makeup, and if someone decides to on their camera and do it in the car, like why should that even be, I don't know, a big deal? I don't know. 590. So you guys, so all these videos, there are 10 videos for both Monica and Lola that came forward, 10 live streams. So in total, are you guys ready for, I'm going to read comments very soon, by the way. Are you guys ready for the numbers? I don't know if you guys already calculated, if you did write what you calculated so that we can compare to see if it tallies with what I calculated. But anyways, of all the 10 videos that Monica did, she had 6,861 viewers watching her live all across the 10 videos. And on average, that would be 686 views per video if we had to divide that by 10, if that makes sense. And Lolo, on the other hand, across all her 10 videos, she had, you guys should also comment that if you already did the math, how many viewers watched Lolo over her 10 videos that she was doing saga with Monica, Mama B, and she did one topic about, she did one topic about a pastor and a side chick. I don't think she mentioned Monica in that video. But for the rest, she only did saga videos the entire week. Oh my god, that must have been a very unprofitable week, just to be doing saga videos the entire week. Like I said, and I've always said, like, sagas are part of life. Like, you cannot just totally cut yourself away from saga. You can avoid saga, but if you do saga once in a while, it's just normal, like to respond to something. But when you make saga your main content, then you have a problem. You probably don't have nothing better to do than that. So anyways, in total, Lolo had 2,615 viewers watching her live. That also is a shame, because I would think that with Saga, she should have more viewers than Monica. But the reverse is the case, unfortunately for her, not for Monica, because Monica had 6,008 and she had 2,006. That is like 300% lesser, even with the Saga. So if Saga no dey sell, wetin go come sell? I don't say, Okay, that is anyway 261 on average per video, 261 viewers. Yes. So I think right now I'm just going to go to the comments. But well, with these results, it's clear who the winner is. Okay, let me read comments. So I want to thank Moni Ego Danger. She dropped the first comment. She was already waiting before we started. Thank you for being there. Okay, let me just put this up. I'm just scrolling through comments anyway. So sorry, Baba. This boy is cold. Oh, yeah, you're cold. I can hear it. Okay, Iobo TV says this is a lesson to us. As individuals, it is not our job to pursue vengeance. Vengeance is for God. Okay, this is deep. I pray the good Lord will continue to give us wisdom and knowledge to forgive and move on. These are really wise, matured words, but it's not easy for everyone to easily forgive and forget and move on. For some people, it's really difficult to just forgive and forget. Like, it's really difficult for some people. They need 20 years. It's really, like, I think it's just human nature. Like, some people, they just be like, okay, I just put it behind me. Like, shit happens, I just forget it. But some people, they want to dwell in it. And yeah. So let me continue. Okay, Aubrey says, so proud of Monica from a distance. Yes, to be honest, like, my respect level went up. Like, if I respected her for 60%, now I respect her for 98%. Like, she really proved herself. Like, there is no other way. There is no better way to prove yourself and what you're made of than do stuff like this. Like, no be saga they give me food, no be saga I they live on, no be saga be the only thing within my head. Because everyone can do saga, actually. Even those people who don't do saga, those people that you will say, oh, they know the answer, they know they respond, the day where they go respond and do saga, everybody can do saga. But when you are able to prove that I can do something different than saga, I can actually teach, I can actually motivate, I can actually bring something positive forward. That is the real deal. That is really the essence of being on social media. For real. So for me, really, lots of respect. I'm still reading comments, you guys. So sorry. And back to sender says Lola was trying so hard to distract her, but she never listened to her Iyeki to the world. And it's crazy because you cannot be like it's not just I'm always being careful now, like because I want this video to be very fair. This video should not be to bring someone else down, but really to analyze just the situation. Like you're fighting someone who is not fighting you. You've said if you come on my name for your mouth, and that person really showed that, okay, I don't come out your name for my mouth, but you are not even respecting your own words. So what you're saying all this while is not just true. You're just saying it to your viewers to think, without me, oh, she cannot survive. Oh, without me, oh, she cannot do anything. Nobody will watch her. But it's not true. It's not true. You're saying you challenge her. Now she has proven herself. So what? Now you have now proven yourself that it is actually you who cannot do without her. It is actually you who nobody is going to watch if you don't talk about her. And you realize it. That is why she constitutes the higher part of your content. So, like, this is just saying it the way we have seen it in this week. Okay, Jennifer says, I wish you can really stay like this, please. And Nelly Black says, I thought Monica was going to give up when Lola lost the challenge within the first 24 hours. The fact that she kept going is yes. And that is my entire point. Like, I would have said, like, okay, since the thing has spoiled, then everybody goes back to their normal business. But no, this woman stood firm. Like, this is, I don't know, like, this is strength. You have to be really brave to say, even if you don't respect your own word, my word to me is golden. My word is my bond. I stand accountable to my fans, to my people. And she really did it. Like, I don't know how else to say that. This woman deserves so much respect. Like, it's just unbelievable. It's really unbelievable. It's the people that you call market women that really act classy. And those ones who say they are classy, they are educated, they are actually the ones who I don't know, who just embarrass themselves every single day on social media. Like, it's crazy. And then always putting the blame on someone who has been out of your life for almost 2 years, still bringing back old stories. Why not just build something new? Like, learned resilience from this challenge. Monica refused to be distracted. Lola should just try to rebuild again because she is gradually fading out. Soon nobody will be watching her because truly she has nothing to offer again. I think she just needs to start to believe in herself again and believe in her qualities and skills, if any, and just believe that she can actually pull people back to love her and see her the way they used to see her, because now she has really, it's like washing your dirty linen in public. Like, you've been carrying yourself so posh for so many years, and all of a sudden you just start dancing, just start doing crazy stuff. People will just be like, okay, you don't finish. Okay, like the respect will just diminish and drop and all of that. And yeah, she just, like I said, she has to rebuild. But as long as she keeps mentioning that other person's name every day, people are just going to feel like, what else are you bringing to the table? Even if they don't comment it, even if they don't say it, it's just going to be in their mind like, okay, just get over this woman already. It's almost 2 years. Okay, I think we are almost through. So let me still know what you guys think, by the way. Okay, I'm going to read the comments out. Ober says, read the comments out for those that can't read. Okay, so the thing is, I don't read all, okay, I read all comments, but I don't highlight all comments for obvious reasons, yes. But the ones that I highlight, I always read them out. But there are some that I read and just move on. Okay, Joy says, my dear Blessing, I commented last week that Monica will beat her hands down. For me, that last week when we did that challenge, I knew that it could go both ways. I knew it could go both ways. I knew it could either go to Monica or go to Lolo. And Monica kind of like sounded very, very confident, like the way she even accepted. Very confident, but I knew, okay, she could still lose. But then Lolo did Ojoro because that's what happened. Lolo didn't play fair because normally a saga video should do better than a motivational or just topic-based video. But even with the Ojoro, she still lost 300% to Monica, who did normal videos, even with her daughter. Like I was even talking about Vera the other time. If Monica's daughter would open her own page, I would rather be watching that girl than sit down and be watching Vera. And this has nothing to do with the language spoken, absolutely nothing. It has to do with the message, the sense you're making. That child was making sense, delivering, teaching as a child. But Vera would sit there and I'll just be like, okay, I cannot handle this, to be honest. So for me, it's not who you are on social media, it's not how big you are, but it's about how you package yourself. You know, what you're really bringing forward. If it's only saga and fighting and, oh yeah, caller, come talk your own. They say in mama na this one, they can't say in papa na, and all of you people are there like, okay, there are better things in life to do than listen to this, like, no. So, well, yeah, so yeah, she beat her hands down, even with Ojoro, even with all the saga and mentioning destiny and bringing all the other things. She still lost 2,615 against 6,861. And Lola says she has a bigger platform. Build on that bigger platform. Let us see what that bigger platform is producing. By their fruits, we shall know them. It is not about who you are. It is about what you make of who you are. It is about the fruits you produce. You can be a big, big tree, but if all you produce is dry fruit, then there is no need being big. Who big help at the end of the day? But you might be small but mighty. Look at David and Goliath. So you can continue to praise yourself. I'm big, I'm this, I'm the biggest one in the industry, but nothing is coming out of it. You're having 2,000 views, and the other one who is not as big as you, the way you believe, is having 6,008. So who is deceiving? Let us continue to brag, but what is the brag bringing? Nothing. Still, we are still losing small challenges to prove ourselves. Now you can't even prove yourself, and you called for the challenge and you couldn't even respect and uphold and honor the challenge you called. Oh my God. Okay, Agnes Teresa says, who is the winner of this challenge? And the big winner of this challenge is Monica. Without Saga, she beat Lolo hands down. It's not just okay, she's senior with 100 views. No, she's senior with over 4,000 views without Saga. So yes, Monica is the big winner here. Okay. I think I lost the. Okay. Nelly Black says, announce the winner of the challenge. Please help us post the winner on Facebook. Yes, I'm gonna post it on Facebook, but I think Audio Kit might also do a bell video to officially announce it also. Yeah, but like I said, please let us still keep it respectful. It is good we know who won and to talk about it, but let us not use this as a bullying point. Let us rather use it as a learning point for everybody, both fans and lovers of Monica and Lolo, to know where the problem is. And when I say where the problem is, it's not to blame Lola, but it's maybe, like I said, because she wants to heal. She hasn't healed. She's still very, very in pain of everything that has happened for almost 2 years ago now. So it's her right. If she wants to heal in this manner, let people let her be. Let her do what she feels good with. So this is not a bullying point. Otherwise, everything we have done would just be useless. So let us build from here. Let us move forward from here. Let us grow from here. Let us learn from here. As viewers and commenters, when we see the people we love misbehaving on social media, try to pull them back, try to tell them, okay, it's okay now, instead of encouraging them to just continue to be embarrassing themselves. But let us just keep it decent, please. Okay, Pretty says, I pray Iyake should continue this way. And Marshall says, I think if Lola puts all this energy she's putting on Monica into rebuilding, she can actually rise again. Stop talking of Monica's issues, create content. Okay. So Linda says, Monica knows her worth now. I don't think she will go back to her past. Monica forward ever, backward never. Okay, Nelly Black says, we are not bullying, we are disciplining Lola. She cannot heal by hurting others. She needs to go to a therapist, not putting her followers in depression because she is hurting. That is true to some extent, but we should also understand that it's her page and maybe she's using that page to heal. So it's now up to the viewers or to her viewers to say, okay, I don't want to watch this thing that is depressing me. But it's going to be difficult to restrict Lolo from using her page to heal if that is what helps her feel better. I don't think it's going to be fair for us to just, or for everybody on social media to just say, oh, So for me, I always like people to act in freedom. Like, okay, I have been analyzing their videos, both of them, because I thought, okay, this was just saga. They were just doing saga. But now I see that this is deeper than saga. There is a point at which saga would get, it's going to become witchcraft. And there is a point it will get, it will become demonic. And right now it's demonic. This has gone beyond saga, it has gone beyond witchcraft. This is like something else. This is just deep. And me, this is not the kind of saga I want to continue to analyze, to be honest, because I don't see saga here. I just see Lolo is just who she is. This is her personality. What she's doing with Monica now, mentioning Monica's name, she did it well, not recently. A few months ago, she did it with Stephanie. She and Stephanie fell out like 16 years ago. She was best friends with Stephanie before she met Monica. But she did a paid show, rubbishing Stephanie. The reason she's maybe not dragging Stephanie as much as she's dragging Monica is because Stephanie is not a social media person. So she doesn't have that input to use on Stephanie. But she still did a paid show just a few months back about Stephanie, somebody you stopped being friends with 16 years ago. So for me, that is just her nature. Like she's going to hang on like that insect. What do they call that insect? Is it a leech? Is it a leech they call it? That just, you see them in swamps, in water areas. Once they glue themselves upon your leg, they don't let go. Yeah, so I think that's just her nature. But whoever wants to continue to analyze that nature, they are welcome. But for me, like, no. At a point in time, you have to be wise and say, okay, this is draining, this is leading nowhere. This is just someone trying to heal. Let us give them the space to do so. Let us understand that they are still in pain and we really can help her. Monica also cannot help Lolo. I cannot help her. She just needs that freedom to be able to do, yeah, what she feels is best for her. Yes, I already did at the beginning. Oh my God, maybe you didn't watch. I did. I mentioned ODL, I mentioned Agnes, and I mentioned Nelly Black, and also I mentioned those people who sent us links and screenshots inbox, because we also have those people that we cannot mention their names right now. So for me, like this whole challenge, I don't think we would have even gotten all these numbers without you guys. Like you guys, the reporting was top notch. It was on point. Like, and a lot of people appreciate what. A lot of people appreciate what. Let me show you one comment that I saw today. If I still have it up here, a lot of people saw what you guys did the whole week. Like, it's not child's play. I'm gonna see if I can find that comment. Okay, maybe I don't have it. Well, in that comment, the person mentioned that, oh my God, what you people are doing, the people reporting Nelly Black and all of that, they are actually bringing peace to social media. That freedom fighters, what they are doing, because now they saw that, a lot of people saw that, okay, the last few days, things became kind of like calmer. People are saying things. So all the reporting is really putting people in check. They would post screenshots. Okay, this one has 100 views doing saga. This one has so views not doing saga. So people's mindset kind of like settled down again, that, okay, so people kind of like woke up to these things again. Like, okay, so where is the problem? So it really helped what you guys did. Like like I don't even have words. So we really appreciate all of you and all the time and effort you put into it. Thank you all for the job well done. Oh, leeches. Okay. Thank you. Kaki says, can't her husband stop her? All that anger in her. Yeah. Well, Okay, should I answer that? I can answer actually, but it's basically if her husband also realizes that, look, this is what makes my wife feel better, I'm just going to let her be. Then for how long will you continue to tell her to stop, stop, stop when she's not willing to stop? If she feels like, no, I have to fight for myself, otherwise these people will shut me up, otherwise they are going to um, pursue me inside. So I just have to fight and do what I have to do. But right now, you're just fighting yourself because no one is fighting you right now. You're just there expressing your bitterness. And I just feel like it might also help to devote time to real people in your life who really matter to you and not people who are out of your life who don't even maybe remember you unless you talk about them. Invest time in your loved ones, your family. Find yourself another best friend that you guys can gossip together. There are some things that don't need to come on social media. They are just not good for your reputation as a public figure. They make people lose respect for you. You should be doing things to build your brand and for people to see you in a new light, in a positive way. Monica still announced a second brand deal today with another skincare line. People are growing. People are looking for, okay, let me hustle, let me make money, let me do something positive. The other day, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp shut down and people lost money. Business people lost money, but some people lost saga. Can you imagine? In that week, Mark lost almost 7 billion. Business people couldn't advertise their goods. They couldn't talk to their customers. They lost money. But some people, they are not losing money. They are just on social media for saga. Then, you have a problem. So really, all that time you're just using to embarrass yourself, whoever, like this is not to one person. Rather invest that time in just spending quality time with your family. Like if you have so much love around you, you wouldn't even have time to be looking at another person's house, how small their room is. Yeah, I don't know. It just looks like that person is the center of your life. That is what it looks like on the outside. You might see it like, okay, that person is still my business, even after almost 2 years, but it just makes people see you like, okay, do you even have love in your heart? Do you have people you love and people who love you that you can invest this amount of energy in rather than come and be talking about another person who is supposed to be your enemy that you really spend time watching her, listening to her? Like if I hate someone, I don't even want to be seeing you or listening to your voice, but you would sit down hours analyzing this person. That means you really have issues that you really need to take care of on your own. Yes. So I think basically that's it. Um, we are going to be rounding off very soon. Yes, I do hope we learned from this. Monego Danger says, well done, blessing, and thanks for evaluating this channel. I hope we all learn from this. Yes, I do hope, and I do hope that we grow from here. What we want to be analyzing now is progress and success. I want to be analyzing brand deals. Like, okay, this presenter now, this person has signed her, like, okay, this person has 4 brand deals, that one has 7. That is what we want to be seeing. But if all you do year in, year out on social media, you've been here for 3 years or 6 years or 9 years, and everything you do year in, year out is saga, you're not growing. Brands are not contacting you, nothing is happening with you. You're just embarrassing your community because you would always come out and say, oh, una illiterate, una no dey educated, but you are also part of them. You are also not acting any better. You're also part of the embarrassment because people from the international community watching you also, you're not also doing anything edifying for the Edos, to be honest. You're not also promoting the Edos. You're not really, you're just doing saga, sis. Like, if we want to really promote ourselves as a country, a nation, we should be also promoting positivity, promoting good things, like let us like do charity work. Like people do giveaways, which is good. Do charity work. Let us grow to the extent that we are not only doing charity work where we come from, we are also going to Asia, going to other nations and building schools. And those are the things we should be looking forward to, not the person we are fighting on social media, fight that is not going to bring anything into our life. So let us learn from this, honestly. Let us grow. For me, I am done and dusted, because I'm really not going to invest my time in anything that I just feel like it's not changing. It's the same story over and over and over again. And now I have realized that it's not even about the saga anymore. It's just about someone trying to heal from the pain they are feeling. And we shouldn't even put our nose into it. We should just allow them the freedom to continue to heal. And there is nothing to analyze there anymore, because most of the things we hear now are just repetitions of their house small, they no get work. Now, matchbox car, okay. So we are kind of like sick and tired of it. Yes, for now. But when they go to court, like I have promised you guys, I am going to continue to do videos about that court case, like honestly. Yes. Any more comments before I round off? I know that I forgot some pictures, but it's okay. I think what we put up here already is good enough. I think it's okay. I'm just still scrolling through. I think it's really fine. I think it's fine. So let's just round off with one last video, and then we call it a day. Like I'm really, really going to try and put this boy to bed.
You are they tell you for live video. If you want make the matter finish, direct or indirect, you will stop calling my name.
Okay, direct or indirect, she has stopped calling your name. Will the matter finish now? Because that is the condition. You're bringing forward these conditions, but please also respect your conditions. So you said direct or indirect, you should stop calling my name. And she has stopped calling your name for 1 week, but nothing has changed on your own end. That means she is not the problem. You are just using her as an excuse to do what you're doing. You need to do what you're doing because it makes you feel better, but stop blaming her for it. Stop blaming her that she's always having your name in her mouth, because she doesn't anymore. But you have not changed despite that. So that means the whole thing is with you. It's just around you and you have to deal with it. Yes. All right. So with that, we are going to call it a day. I want to thank every single person for being here. I still have a comment. Okay. I want to thank you all for being here. Thank you for the comments, engagement, and just stay tuned here. Subscribe if you haven't already. Let me see. The earlier we realize we have different football team, the better for us. Yes, and there are fans and football fans and clubs, and everyone goes for who they love, and that is okay and normal. So like I said, please let us not use this as a bullying point. In every game there is a winner and there is a loser. It's normal. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It's nothing to bully anybody about. Let us act maturely. Let us promote peace. Yes, let everybody just continue to mind their business for those that can mind their business. But if you find it difficult to mind your business, then feel free. But if you can mind your business, please promote peace. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. If you get to watch this video on Facebook, please like and follow my page. Do not forget my masterclass coming up on the 13th of this month, which is in 5 days' time, on Wednesday to be precise. It's on my Facebook page. Thank you all once again, and I will catch you on my next one.